Hey legends, how we doing today, man? Just a simple video. Gonna go over my settings for 2025 for EA Sports WRC. It's been a minute since I've done my last settings, and some things have changed with game improvements and just general stuff here and there. So gonna go through it, help you guys out. This is for using a sim wheel with a shifter and pedal, and obviously a second e-brake as well. But yeah, let's just rip in and give you guys what I reckon is probably the best settings, which have got me I don't know, probably I'd say at least 6 or 7 more records at the moment. But you know how time trial goes, they come and go. Like someone's always quicker, but these have been really good for me. Getting into the preferences, man. So going 70 FOV for the head cam, 50 FOV for external cameras. Camera shakes at 100. This is just because of my content stuff, but if you're really going for like precise lines, you'd have it at 0 basically, because you know you want to get the best line on the with your eye on the best line throughout the corner. So you obviously, you know, whatever, leave that on. Timing, now I still change this time to time from stage to stage. So a stage where there's really a lot of corners bunched up in a lot of calls, say Finland's a good example. Mexico is actually a pretty good example as well, but we're going really quick. I'll adjust this going down to earlier. I never go to earliest, but earlier just to get the calls a little bit earlier, so I can obviously react a bit more as they're upcoming. Finland, you know, obviously it's going to be, you know, leftover crest into a right four, something like that. So you want to be on that right line already. So I just find that helps by changing that stage to stage. Core type, just normal, simplified. I've never really touched it, to be honest. It's easy just to learn one way, and it's just how it's been. Co-driver voice obviously on units metric because I'm from Australia, so you know we're pretty weird. Platform obviously on for, you know, get the biggest variety of players. So you want crossplay on, auto sign in on. Yeah, so that's pretty basic stuff there. Assists, I'm on a TH8A shifter from Thrustmaster, so I can do a sequential or gated, usually doing sequential. So obviously that clutch is just automatic because I don't really use a clutch. I get crucified in the comments, I know, but everyone plays their own way, man. I have fun and shouldn't let it get to you. So yeah, ABS just on level 1. I don't know, man, honestly you could go 0 if you wanted to have the full authentic feel, but for what it's worth, man, some of the saves you can pull off with just a level 1 ABS is pretty insane, so I keep it on. Off-road braking's off. Time control braking, I'll leave that off. That's where you cross the finish line and you got that gap to the marshal. You can still go full throttle if you want to. Not that you should, you gotta try and respect the crowd, but it is what it is. Leave that on for automatic. Start line assist, you can have that on or off. I still use a handbrake and let it go as if it was off. I've just left it on. You know, some things get a bit lazy. That's one of them. Automatic repairs off. Accessibility, so it's for color blindness. I've left all this as it is except for motion blur. I've turned that on. Again, it's for content, but again, to have the fastest line or the best eye through a corner, you obviously want it off. So probably play a bigger part on PC with a bit better frame rate as well, I'd assume. Okay, so wheel settings now. We're in a Thrustmaster T300. Gotta go to edit device actually, and the bindings, I don't have anything anymore that's unique, but without a handbrake, I used to have the clutch as a clutch and a handbrake mapped together, so that I could still use a clutch without stalling. A handbrake without stalling and get in some pretty wide corners, man. So that was until I could afford to get a handbrake. We all start somewhere, hey. That's all for the bindings. Linearity is on 0. My degrees of rotation is these days 728. Quite a lot for rally actually, because you know the top WC cars use 540 degrees off memory. But that's actually helped me be a lot smoother in the asphalt stages. So pretty interesting. Soft lock, we also want that on. Now this is where it all gets pretty weird, but this is what's been really good for me so far for this year. Self-lining torque will go on 55, wheel friction is 28, tire friction is 25, suspension is 125, that's where you're going to feel like a big G out or a bottom out. Tire slips at 90, engine is 110, collisions 90, soft lock is on at 40. Center force is obviously, and center force scale is 108. So what are you going to notice with that straight away? I run my settings very on the lower end, very light. That is just from my brain, how I look at the rally and I think of, you know, light hands, quicker reaction time. You know, say again to an example where you've got going left and you need to quickly rotate to catch it, you can just spin it, man, like that. Spin it back. You know, you can do these little catch and releases. That's the whole thing for that. Has worked seriously wonders, man. If you guys watch any of my stuff, some of the saves that I do, which is like past 45 or even 9 degrees sometimes, and I can recover it, I literally just have that to thank for that. So yeah, pretty cool, man. OSD, so we've got custom, obviously. Co-driver calls off. Pretty much all this is normal. I haven't really touched any of it, if I'm honest. Yeah, I haven't done much there. Audio at the moment, it's got the menu music off because copyright strikes are a pain in the ass for the channel, so we just turn them off if we can. Even though it should be streamer mode, it's only instrumental, but still, I still get strikes. It's really weird, man. Master is 100, co is 100, speech is 100, menu music, as I said, is on 0. Replay music's on 100, but I turn it off anyway. Mono mix, we don't want mono. Balance is just a neg. Bass reduction mode is off. You want to, well, I like to hear a bit more of the engine detail in the headset, but it's up to you guys as well. 0, 100, 100, 100, 100. Voice chat is on. This one is really good. Voice chat auto ducking. So basically, if you ever come across where you're joining an online lobby, you're in the middle of a race and then some random dude jumps in who just wants to just breathing in the mic like he's a freaking astronaut, like the first man on the moon, like Neil Armstrong, whatever. But this essentially cuts that out, and when someone jumps in, it won't cut the actual game music for you. Because what would happen a lot is I'd be driving, I'd be on, in France, crazy cool that's happening. Someone joins in and I miss a couple because I just literally can't hear the co-driver. So really just shit me to tears, if I'm honest. So turn that off. Really recommend that. Voice chat's at 100. You can dim it down if you want. Doesn't really matter. With auto ducking, it really took care of it. So pretty good, man. Yeah, music. Just didn't even touch that. Brightens HDR. Literally, I just went to 52. Personal preference for me. 52 feels good. Any more than that, I find stages that have snow, Sweden, even stages when you add snow, which I like to do. I recently did one in Poland, I think it was in a Peugeot 206. It just becomes too much for whiteout on the screen, especially if you have heavy snow activated, because it just really blends in, and the freaking glare off the dashboard, man, that's a silent killer. That is really bad in some stages. The new stages in Sweden, like Umeå, terrible for blindness in the cockpit. Really needs a patch, man. Really needs a patch. That's all pretty much there. Haven't done anything else really. Yeah, man, hopefully that helps you. Copy it, just let me know how you go. But again, it's going to take you a while to adjust to it if you used to have a lot of force feedback. But trust me, you get a lot better saves, you'll have a lot better feel, and I just find that if you don't have to be so aggressive with the wheel, you can get some really nice lines through corners. So if you can, appreciate a like on the video. It really helps me out with the channel, pushing the people to help them here and there, everywhere. But yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.